Dog Gadgets. Live.
I mean, maybe the title threw him off.
Maybe the booby trap title
Oh.
threw. This microphone's too far away.
Yeah,
Hey, there we go. Hi, I'm Josh from Brown Dog Gadgets. Today, here with, as always, our wonderful producer, Pete. Brown Dog Gadgets.
Hello, everyone.
So we're going to do a really quick little project today. Actually, going to show it off because it's really simple to make, and we just want to have some of the ways we can use this project with a microbit and some other standard components. There's a shadow in my face. Because it's a Tuesday, right? Tuesday? It's a Tuesday, and we just want to show a fun little project off that didn't require much work, effort, or whatnot. And Pete's actually still in the middle of making up a diagram and code for this. Oh yeah, we got like double Pusheen cat shirts on today. Was not planned.
Yeah.
Now I have to get Andy, our curriculum writer, a Pusheen shirt to wear, so it can be like triple Pusheen in the office area. But enough of this Pusheen chat. So we're here to talk about Microbit today.
Yeah.
Microbit, which is the fun little programming board that's very handy for classroom use, for home use, that's drag and drop interface. Raise your hand if you use Microbit. Yay. I'm sure there's literally dozens of people thinking about it right now around the world.
There are dozens of us.
Literally dozens.
You got it.
Yes, like when I was a teacher, I made literally dozens of dollars every year.
Yeah, Josh, we got a question already from Microbot. He's wondering about the voiceover. You know,
that was our video guy Ben Nelson, who occasionally pops in here as well. Ben's a cool dude.
300 mile per gallon Ben, we call him.
300, mpg.
Miles per gallon.
.org.
Yeah. So, I think so. I don't know.
He does a lot of our video production stuff, and Ben make up a fun video, and that's what he came up with, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But the stuff looks really good. Ben does it for video work. That's how you can tell, like, oh, that looks nice, but when it's like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
It's Ben. Anyway, let's get into Microbit here, because we're going to go overhead. That's just enough of this crud. So one of the things we do with Microbit are simple little cause and effect activities. And this is a project that Pete's putting some code together for use of this with both, first off an Arduino, right? And then we'll do the Microbit later for this.
Either way, I mean, this was dead simple with the Microbit. It was going to say lines of code, but it's pieces of blocks of code.
Yeah.
It's just an if-else,
And we'll do it for the our robotics board as well, because Arduino is less easy because you're not dragging and dropping blocks, but Microbit's pretty easy. So we're going to do this. We're going to slightly zoom in a bit because there we go. We don't need to. There we go. Perfect. So this is a very simple circuit. We're using our Microbit breakout board here. Oh, thanks, Pete, for turning this thing on. You can tell the LEDs on. This is one of our prototype boards. We're about ready to do a Kickstarter for this project, or for this guy, but that should be available before the end of the year, one way or the other. But this is a very simple project where we're making a booby trap, because kids love making a booby trap. It's one of those really high interest weird things. Like, we're gonna make a booby trap. They're like, ooh, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
We're using a clothespin, a piece of string, and some of our maker tape with a piezo speaker. So what this project really is, just it's a open switch until you pull, and then it's turned off on us. Oh no, alarm. There you go. So when the clothespin is connected together, the LED goes on and the lights go off.
So you can make a cool tripwire for your little brother, or tie it to your doorknob. Someone opens the door.
And we've been kicking around this idea actually for a while. It's like we should just do this because we've been using clothespins for our little battery tester guys been using here. I don't have a battery around, but stick a battery in here, a light LED turns on. This is a pretty popular thing we put together. Yeah. But this is the same idea. We're using our 1/4-inch maker tape here to go around our clothespin and get tape on the inside. And this is literally a piece of paper with string attached to it. Yeah, the problem is our power supply keeps turning off.
There's not enough power draw from just the Microbit, so yeah.
If you plugged into something different, like a wall USB out, would be fine. But a little power pack here is just, unless there's a power draw, it'll just auto turn off, and it's been turning off on us. So there's an LED here. Maker tape. Hey Pete, when we say maker tape, what do we say about copper foil?
No copper foil.
No copper foil. So for this project, there's a couple different ways we can do this project. And I also want to talk about a couple different things you could do as very cause and effect outputs using a Microbit, specifically a Microbit, because it's really easy for kids to drag and drop coding over to change what the output is. Yeah. So Pete has here, this is the basic output. He has a little piezo speaker to do a sound effect. That's a pretty good one because there's a very nice effect happening. You could also do a lighting effect based on the LEDs that are built into the Microbit itself. There's really easy drag and drop blocks for just when something happens, you do a couple different graphics on the
Josh,
front.
I cheated a little. So the microbit has it has music sort of built in. It can play different melodies.
Oh, okay.
So I grabbed one called, I think, Power Up, but
Oh, really?
instead of, I only play like half a second of it and it loops, so you're only hearing like dee-doo, 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 dee-doo. But there's all sorts of different, just a little drop-down menu. You can select all these different songs it would play, as it were, little tunes.
There you go.
So I didn't even bother like outputting tones. I just said play this little melody.
Yeah, it's really
Really easy.
simple. That's why this is a great simple project, because you're using clothespins, a microbit, and even just the built-in lights on there. So it's really simple to turn this into a nice half an hour. Here's the idea of what to do. Now build it on your own from scratch, because once the kids have a bit of idea how to use the microbit, these are all functions that they would already know. Now, one of the things too I like to do as well, we have a built-in relay on here.
Oh yeah.
So you could hook up a small motor to that relay, or and to like spin something. I always like when we spin things. Or to keep it even more simple, hook up a servo that could just go back and forth.
Sure.
So if you want to have like the silent booby trap, like did my little sister go in my bedroom? You could go that route where the servo goes from like not in the, just goes from like
Dial indicator.
dial like in the room, not in the room,
Right.
like seal breach, not. There's a lot of really easy. That's why I showed this off. Just like, we're not going to make anything crazy today.
Yeah.
We're just going to show off this thing and talk about a couple of really cool little things you could do with this, because it's so simple.
Yeah.
Especially with a clothespin. Now the big thing is that using the maker tape. No, there we go. Maker tape on here, because you could do that with copper foil. This makes it really easy to even instead of doing like this, you could even have this on a door frame, where you could have the tape touching each other. As part of a door frame, so when it separates, then that happens as well. Or anything else where the two parts just come apart together. So you can even challenge students to make their own like switch that's not just a clothespin. Again, not turned on. Maybe my dog's like that's not turned on. He's under the table here. Clearly, there we go.
Just plug it in over here.
Oh, we have like an 18-port USB hub over here. That actually would probably be easier having it plugged in there. Let's see.
Try that. There we go. Yeah, Josh, I couldn't find a clothespin at first, so I thought I was going to maybe do some popsicle sticks, kind of rubber banded together. So, it could be anything.
There you go. I'm gonna unhook this now, because that's a really annoying sound after a moment. Yay.
I like it.
This is just a really fun microbit project that I hadn't seen posted. Again, it could be out there. I just, looking around, I couldn't find anyone who had posted a nice little write-up on this as such a simple project, especially with the clothespins. It's such the obvious choice to do this with. I mean, you could do this with a mouse trap too, which would be a little more dangerous. Ooh, maker tape and a mouse trap. Ooh, just get a fresh one.
A fresh mouse?
Trap.
Oh, yeah, trap. Okay.
I assume most mice are fresh.
You notice the special interfacing between the Lego and the clothespin?
Oh, let's talk about this. So Pete has a really special way of hooking up clothespins or other non-Lego items to Lego. Is that, what do they call it? Hut glue?
It's German for hot glue, yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm sure the Germans have like a 10-syllable word for like the glue that gets melted.
Who das Gluten?
Being from Milwaukee, you think. If any Germans out there, tell us what the German word for hot glue is.
But I don't know. I'm sorry.
Same here. Just pretty sure it's a very long, very exact phrase, because that's what they love to do, like super exact.
I get the feeling we'll see that phrase on screen Friday, maybe.
God, I hope so. I hope somebody out there finds out what hot glue is in German. It's like we had to look up. We literally had to spend like an afternoon to figure out what to call googly eyes in Spanish.
Yeah.
We went with like shaky eyes, I think. Ojos salatones. Or no, ojos de googly. I think ojos de googly.
Yeah.
It was a tough one.
Yeah.
It's like anyway. That's why offload translation work to other people who speak languages. Yeah. But so this is a fun project, and this is basically it. This is all we're showing off today, because it's interesting, it's different, and it's not tough to build. It's nice and expandable. So if you can easily have kids design and make their own version of this, just troubleshoot it. Like seriously, give them the tape and paper and cardboard. Figure out something that has to just meet these parameters, and you're good. And that's what I like about this. It's just so darn open-ended. Even if you did have the hot glue Legos onto other Legos. So
yeah, you could make a little refrigerator alarm. Find out if someone's eating all the.
Who's eating all those cookies, Pete? Who's eating all the cookies?
Drink all my Dr. Pepper.
It's true. That goes so quickly around here.
Yeah.
Pepper Day Doctor. Anyway, that's it. So any other questions, let us know right now. Otherwise, hey, Pete, you know we have flashed up on screen today. The follow us on social media plug.
Oh, we got that.
If you like what you see here
here.
today, follow us on social media because
sure.
we like when you people follow us on social media.
Didn't we post some giant speakers today or something?
We did. We did post like a really cool little. We went with a little AT Tiny 8.5, one of our Blink Fade boards that was doing a sounding effect from like little tiny speaker to like really really big speaker. From the same setup, and that's kind of cute. That's something we showed off last Friday as well.
Yeah.
Just super simple way. You could do the same thing with an Arduino if you wanted to, but we just wanted to show off this really silly thing.
I thought it was fun too because it kind of shows the different sound you get based on the speaker size. And if you think speakers, tiny speakers, they've made better and better because you think of like a laptop or a phone. Those are pretty tiny. But,
It's amazing how much sound you get out of a laptop. You're right.
Yeah.
Or shoot, even your phone. Like how much speakerphone goodness you get out of there, and it's not horrible quality either. It's not like a tin can. So, we have another question.
We do have another question. Hold on.
Oh, cat science stuff. Oh.
I'll address that offline, I guess.
This would be a reference. Pete made
a giant laser etched banana.
For Velvet Underground is what it was, right?
You really want the whole story?
No.
So, okay. Well, basically, Warhol stole it as he stole everything. So I thought I should steal from Warhol. And there's actually a story about 10 years ago about where Warhol stole it from. So art is all about, sort of borrowing and building on the work of others. So that's, there's a whole blog post about it, MakerBlock. I'll send it to you. Don't worry. Let's see. We got a question from Mr. Wallace. Ooh, there you go. Good idea. Add a little switch so you can determine what the mode is.
Yeah, instead of having an output from piezo speaker, you have like an LED flash.
Yeah, you can choose silent or loud.
The silent alarm.
Silent alarm.
Because we all love those from like any heist movie. Yeah. The silent alarm under the table.
So you come back in your room, the LED's on. Ooh, you better check your journal.
Ooh, that sister was in my room. That younger sister, always so mischievous.
Yeah.
Taking my stuff. Melting my Star Wars figures.
Yeah.
And acetone.
Yeah.
No, that's a different video from somebody else. Anyway,
right.
On that fun note, we're going to end today. Thanks for watching, all 5 or 6 of you. But this is just something we want to show off as a fun activity you could do. We'll put together a little bit of information and eventually do like a microbit write-up, but we'll do a nice little diagram with code for the Arduino aspect of that. But then we'll do a microbit at some point as well with a couple examples of how to do that. But it's just a fun idea. We're like, we should totally do this because it's really simple and fun. And nice and open-ended too, in the kind of way that any good kid activity could be if you wanted to.
Right.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, have a third of the class who is, really awesome at stuff, do this. And then, the other, group of the class just do it. This is the way we're going to do it by hand, or a small group activity, whatever. You're a teacher or a librarian, you figure it out. So
that's right.
Oh my gosh. Guess what? What is it, Pete? Guess what?
I think we're done.
Oh, okay. We're done. I forgot about that graphic, Pete. You're just going to make new graphics all the time. All right, on that note, back to paperwork. Thanks, everybody, for coming by.
Yeah,
we'll be around later.
Foil.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
I need
We're
Dr.
done.
Pepper.
Okay,
bye, everybody.
you.
Goodbye.
Thanks for watching. Please visit browndoggadgets.com for parts, projects, and curriculum. Follow us on social media at browndoggadgets. Check out our live streams at Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll see you next time.